As of Tuesday morning, the storm was moving northwest at 1 mile per hour just to the north of Grand Bahama Island and was continuing its historic onslaught in the northwestern Bahamas. Dorian, which has weakened some to a still formidable Category 3 storm, slammed into the northwestern Bahamas over the weekend with the historic full fury of its 185 mile per hour winds and 23-foot storm surge. The most recent update from the U.S. National Hurricane Center placed Dorian just north of Grand Bahama, home to about 50,000 people, having moved barely 20 kilometers in a day. And Bahamians are trying their best to cope with the effects of Hurricane Dorian. Many are fleeing from their homes while others remain trapped. The situation, while not the best, is much calmer in Nassau. We spoke on the phone a short while ago with one resident of the area, Montgomery Brathwaite. He told us that although the islands are no stranger to hurricanes, Dorian is their worst yet.
This is about the 20th or the 30th hurricane I've been through because I've been in the Bahamas from 1972. And with each successive year, you learn more about it. You get better windows, and you secure your roof a little bit better, and you do other things like that so that you can withstand a major hurricane. But I've never been through a Category 5. This is the first one to come through in 60 years, right? And that's winds of around 180 miles an hour. And at 180 miles an hour, all bets are off. It'll blow anything off.
So let's hear now from our very own meteorologist Ian Wallace as he explains why Dorian has remained so long over the Bahamas. Ian?
Well, thank you, Mahalia. Well, currently, Dorian is now a Category 2 hurricane, 175 kilometers per hour as of 11 p.m. And basically, it is moving slowly towards the northwest, just about 4 kilometers per hour. Now, it has been flooding in the central parts of the Bahamas due to Dorian's feeder bands, some intense showers, also some of those heavier bursts causing flooding for New Providence, Andros, Eleuthera, Exuma, Cat Island and Long Island. And in some of those feeder bands, you could still be seeing some tornadoes as well. So across Abaco, they continue to see the effects of those feeder bands, some of those coming down into Andros and to Nassau. But still, with the either 70 kilometers north of Freeport, it's still lashing Grand Bahama with those hurricane force winds, as well as obviously the intense rainfall. So the extreme flooding will continue across Grand Bahama, although for Abaco, they may well be seeing their water subsiding by later on today ever so slowly. So they won't necessarily be completely dry, but definitely the waters should begin to subside across Abaco later on today, if not slowly. Now, right now, as a Category 2 hurricane, Dorian is now making that northwest movement. It should eventually shift towards the north completely through Wednesday morning, still at a Category 2 hurricane, but obviously there will still be the effects of the storm surge, as well as rip currents, as well as the swells, and some of the feeder bands will definitely bring some tornadoes, as well as heavy showers and also thunder showers across parts of eastern Florida. Now, for us, we have been seeing some thunder showers as well. That's unrelated to Dorian. Still a few showers expected. Some of that ITC said moisture blowing over both islands through this afternoon. It will likely ease through this evening, dropping down to about 25 degrees Celsius tonight. Now, offshore, those are moderate easterly winds over 50 knots may shift to the east-southeast as you go through Wednesday, but still keeping a slight chop about 1.5 meters through the Caribbean and the Atlantic. And you'll notice we will have that high tide at 7 p.m. for those fish folk heading out through this evening.